Do we share a past life connection? That's what we're looking at today. It's been a long time since I've done a past life reading, but we're going to look at this lifetime with you and your person, whoever it is you're thinking about. Then we're going to go back to another 3 lifetimes, see if you were connected in a past life. What was the connection like? What kind of connection was it? Has there been any reoccurring problems for you both? Reoccurring patterns, and why? So welcome back to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. This tarot reading is between you, the universe, and your intuition. It's completely up to you if you claim it or not. It is a collective reading, so yeah, it's really up to you if you claim it. And feedback on past life connection readings, I'm more than happy to do them more often. I could do a pick a card one if you would like. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. So we're going to start with a connection spread from this lifetime. So if this spread doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your reading. If it does, it is your reading. So down this side is you. If you want to support the channel, put a like on the reading. It just costs you nothing, but it really does help the channel out. There's a lot going on. So you're both very, very attracted to each other. So we've got the Ace of Swords for you in the recent past. They've had the 5 of Wands reversed, which nearly went flying on the floor. The 5 of Wands reversed is kind of chemistry that goes in a negative way. It's like lots of friction, passion, desire, but you're either bickering or getting on really, really well. It's really sparky and really a lot of chemistry. In the middle of you both is the Fool. So you were hoping for a fresh start. You're still very attracted to this person, but they're a little bit of a devil for you. You've got the devil for them at the moment, which is, you're interested. It's becoming a painful connection for you at this time. And it is for the both of you with the 3 of Swords. And they're trying to make plans for the future. And it feels like they're trying to make plans on their terms, and you don't want the plans that they're making. You want to be included in it. You want to be part of it, but they're making plans. You're moving on to the 10 of Swords, which I kind of feel that you're kind of getting there at the moment, of this self-sabotage, this overthinking, this I need to walk away from it, I need to just let go of it. You're going from the Ace of Swords to the 10 of Swords with the devil in the middle. It feels like the longer you hold on to this person, the more painful it is. And that may be why a past life reading has attracted you, because you're like, we should work. Because I agree, you should work. But why aren't you? What is wrong here? We've got the 9 of Wands for them moving forward, and it's reversed. They're going to have to do something really difficult. And the 6 of Cups reversed is hinting towards a past life connection. They're going to really have to do something different, and it has to be them that does it. It can't be you. So I'm going to go back 1 lifetime. I'm going to do an overlay and see what cards come out. And I'll tell you everything I'm picking up, everything I'm feeling. Have you been connected before? I'm going to split the deck into 4. So down this side is you. Down this side is them. It's interesting. All their cards from this lifetime's the Wands, and all the Wands have come out again. And then we have the connected energy. So let's see, what have we got? You had the Page of Wands. So with the past life connection, because that's played out, it's like the beginning, the middle, and the end. You ended up married to this person, and you were very happy with this person. So there's that. You were very happy. Something kind of happened in the middle. Of course it did. But you started with the Page of Wands reversed. So you going for this person was a selfish thing for you to do. So there was people around you that didn't want you to do it. The Six of Wands reversed feels like they came in and they went out and then they came back in again. It feels like before, it's almost like you met them in that lifetime and you knew that you wanted them. Maybe they were already married, maybe they'd already been divorced, or maybe like it was first love, but you kind of got separated and then you come back together again. We've got the World reversed in the middle of you both, and it is like the beginning of the connection was like, now's not the time, now is not the right time. Moving on into the middle, you have the King of Cups for them, which is a lot of love, unconditional love. They had the Tower reversed, and that's why I'm saying I think you both met, kind of parted ways. They then had another relationship. That kind of come to a standstill when you came back in again. Because it feels like your energies come back together again. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed in the middle of you both, which is someone who was very insecure about your connection. So it may have been that you kind of re-met each other at work or in a local town, but your presence made whoever they were partnered with feel very insecure, and it brought about the end of their connection. You then have the Four of Wands reversed, which is you eventually got married. You had to wait for the right time. And the Queen of Wands reversed is your person in that lifetime recognizing that they should have married you from the word go, that they should have held on to you from the word go, that other people interfered and it kept you both apart. They went in feeling regretful that it had played out the way that it had. And then we have the Ten of Cups in the middle of you both, which is a really happy relationship once it got started. And I've got a feeling it was a relationship that came about right towards the end of your life. Not like the last few years, but later on in life. And it feels like your person at that point had a lot of regrets of, it was you from the word go. I should not have let go of you. It should have been that way. And it may be why in this lifetime, especially with them coming in as the Five of Wands reversed, of recognizing you and wanting to get it right this lifetime, but also it feels like frustrating. It feels very frustrating. It's like your energies have been brought together in this current life to give you both more time together, and I think you recognize that and they also recognize that, but they're not really letting you make choices and decisions, and you're finding it really frustrating. And it may be the frustrations of your past life where you knew they were for you, but you both parted ways and they married someone else, and then you both came together, and there still may be some deep-rooted resentment there. And that may be why they're a bit of a devil for you. And it may be why you spiral, because it's almost like you could have had me for the whole of our past life, but you didn't. So there's that. So we're going to have a look back another lifetime. Have you been together in another lifetime before that? Private readings are available from my website. If you'd like a past life reading with you and your person, just let me know. Just book the reading and then you tell me what you want the reading to be about. If not, our energies connect. There's plenty of readings here for you. I'm going to split this deck into 4. Let's go back in time further, see what cards come out. Down this side is you. I've got the Temperance, I've got the Moon reversed. I've got the Hierophant card reversed. See, here's a pattern. You've got the marriage card there, the marriage card there. It's almost like, yeah, Queen of Cups reversed. The Hangman reversed. The Seven of Wands. Oh my goodness. And we've got the connecting energy. So, yeah. There's this reoccurring pattern with you both. You both came together in this lifetime at that point. You've got the Temperance. You knew you wanted them. You knew that you two had been guided together with the Star. And they had the Queen of Cups reversed. They may have already been in a relationship, or they may have been like, yeah, this is great, but no, you're not the one for me. And it's almost like they were in denial. And they kept you hanging for quite a long time with the Hangman reversed. They kept you in limbo. They they were ignoring all the signs and symbols that they were meant to be with you. This complete reluctance. You were then put into the moon reversed, which is like feeling the frustrations, feeling like you're being denied, feeling all these fears and anxiety and everything. And it may explain why you have the Ten of Swords at the moment and the Devil at the moment, because every time you come into contact with this person, it brings up all of these feelings. And there's feelings of I'm not good enough, and you are good enough, you are more than good enough, because you're meant to be together. But this person fights it, and it doesn't necessarily feel like they're fighting it currently. It feels like you are. It feels like you're like, I don't understand what all of this is all about. In the middle of you both at that point was the Ace of Pentacles reversed, which is anxiety. And it's you waiting for them to offer you something, but they just kept you hanging. I think that you were together early on in that lifetime, but they didn't commit. They didn't do the right things. And depending on what the traditions were then and everything, you know, it's almost like took forever to give you an answer. But then we move on to the Hierophant card, which is a marriage card, and it's to do with them. They had the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, which is all about standing their ground, being a little bit stubborn, going through testing times. It feels like they got there eventually, but again, it feels like later on in life. It feels like, oh yeah, they kept you hanging. They kept waiting. You know, I don't think they necessarily went away and come back. They just took a long time to commit. They took a long time to get their head around the fact that you were the one for them. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles in the middle. And it was their actions that caused quite a lot of hardships in that lifetime. You were very committed to them from the word go with the Temperance. You recognised them straight away. You knew who they were. You had this confidence. And this current lifetime that we're in, this is getting confusing, I know, but at the moment you feel like your confidence has gone, but it feels in this one you're like, okay, we'll get there. And you did. I think you were married in that lifetime, but there was a lot of hardships, and the hardships feel like it came from their reluctance, it came from their bad choices and everything. But yeah, you were definitely together. So let's have a look. Go back one more and have a look. This is the Visconti deck. I can't pronounce it. It's based on the old tarot decks that were found in the 14th to 15th century. There's like, I can't remember how many are surviving. There's hardly any in museums from that age, from Italy. But this is based on them. So we'll go back one more lifetime, see what went on at that point, if anything. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons, most importantly 4 angels, offering us a circle of protection. If you're a tarot reader and you are thinking about doing a past life connection deck, what I find really helpful is using tarot decks that look like they're from different years. So we've got the Lightseers Tarot deck, the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, then we've got the Vintage Tarot deck, and then we've got the really old Tarot deck. So down this side is you. Down this side is them. And this is the one that I can never see very well because the colours, and I don't use it that often. So we've got the Three of Pentacles reversed for you at the beginning. They've got the Ten of Wands, which is a lot of responsibility, and in the middle of you both is the Knight of Cups reversed. You resented them because they had a lot of responsibility in that lifetime. You both came in together with the Knight of Cups in the middle of you both, but it's reversed. It's like romance, but it wasn't going the way that you wanted it. You wanted to be part of what they were building, but they had the Ten of Wands, which is reversed, and it's this feeling of being burdened. So it may have been that you both came into contact in that lifetime a little bit into life, you know. Then you're moving on to the Six of Swords, which is being guided to a better future. They've got the Justice card at that point, which is, it feels like a divorce again. It may not be technically a divorce. It may be that when you both came together in this lifetime, it kind of, what it feels like is you knew them through working with them. It feels like maybe you were taking care of the children. It feels like they were a widow or a widower, and that they had responsibilities, and they had a business, and they had quite a lot of stuff. Now, the Justice card feels like a moment in time where either a will is read or a divorce happened, but I don't think it's that. I think it's more, it feels like you stepping in and helping them, or maybe you were already helping them in some way, but you were resentful of the situation that they were in. But things got better. And then we have the King of Cups reversed in the middle of you both, which is this almost denial of, well, we have feelings for each other, but we're going to deny it. It could also feel like in this lifetime that they exploited you a little bit, of they may have said the right things because they wanted you around, because having you around made their life a little bit easier. So then we have the King of Pentacles reversed, and they have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, not reversed. And in the middle of you both is the Temperance, which is what started in that lifetime. There was a lot of stress, and it was a lot of stress from their past. And it almost feels like what it feels like is you worked for them in some way, a childminder or a nurse or a nanny or something like that. You took on responsibility for them, but you weren't sharing in the decision making. You weren't really getting paid for what you were doing. You were trying to improve your life. I've got a feeling that in this lifetime you felt a romance and a sense of duty, but also resentment of, this isn't my problem, this isn't my thing, but this is where I'm stuck. And then the King of Pentacles reversed for you at the end is like feeling that you weren't really compensated in that lifetime. It feels like you left that lifetime thinking, I dedicated my whole life to this and I didn't get anything out of it. But we've got the Temperance card in the middle of you both towards the end of that lifetime. And then with the Nine of Swords, it's almost like they had a lot of stress and they kept putting a lot of stress. And it feels like they could talk to you and they shared a lot with you. But romantically, they done what was good for them. So if they explored it romantically, it was because they had needs. And it feels like a very unfair thing in that lifetime. And it may have been then why you were brought together in the next lifetime to, especially as you come in as the Temperance, it's almost like, well, let's see if we can give it a chance this time, because it didn't go the way that you wanted it to. And maybe you're in that headspace in this current lifetime of all of these conflicting feelings of resentment and feeling that it's always been their choice, always been their decision, that you've been sidelined, that you've been feeling like, well, I'm not good enough. I'm just here to like prop up their life. And maybe this lifetime you're coming to the decision of, do you know what, I want what's best for me. And that may be why you're moving on to the Ten of Swords. It's like they've got the Nine of Swords in this lifetime, and it's almost like you taking that final sword, going, I'm cutting ties. And that's what it kind of feels like. That you this lifetime, you've made sense of, wow, there's all of this here between us and it makes sense and I'm not doing it again. That's what it feels like. And if this is your reading, you're nodding along and you're like, yeah, this makes complete sense, this explains so much. So yeah, I hope the right person finds the right reading and I wish you the best of luck. So I'm going to end reading here. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. If you're a daily watcher, welcome. Let me know if you got all the way to the end. If you'd like me to do more past life connections, more than happy to. Just let me know in the comments and I will see you tomorrow.